Hey photographers, Daniel Roberts here from FreshEdgePhoto.com. Wow, today we have got a doozy. I'm going to try and explain apertures in just a couple minutes. Call it the aperture, call it the iris. It's that thing inside your lenses that keeps light out or lets more light in. Wow, there's so much here to cover. Basically, the aperture controls a lot of things. In a sense, it's an inverse relationship with your shutter speed. The more you shrink down that aperture, make it tight, then the more you have to lower your shutter speed. Vice versa. Raise your shutter speed, close the aperture, or open the aperture. Well, here's the deal too. The reason that expensive lenses cost so gosh darn much is that they have a lot of glass in them. They're very big around. Now the length is obviously somewhat controlling the focal length, how zoomed in it is, telephoto, wide angle. But the diameter of the lens is how much light it's letting in for that focal length. So if the focal length is a 1-to-1 relationship with the width, then you have an f1 lens. Now Canon made one in the 50mm a while back, and they're really expensive because they don't make them anymore. Now, is there that much difference to an f1 and a, say, f1.4? Not really to me. But, at the same time, that's also a lot more light. Now, the way they multiply is very odd. Okay? F1, and it's something to do with the whole pi and squared and all that math stuff. But here's an easy way to remember it. Roughly. F1, okay, because we have to have that, we got to start somewhere, and then halfway between F1 and F2 is F1.4. 1.4 is the square root of 2. Or, anyway, so, if you can remember F1 and F1.4, you've got the whole range covered more or less. Because F1, F1.4, then we're going to double this one, F2. 1.4 doubled is f2.8, so on and so forth down the line. Now later on it gets rounded off, f11, f22. Thankfully they don't make us remember all the little points here and there. But you've got that. That'll let you know every time that increases, it doubles the amount of light, or halves the amount of light. When it decreases, it doubles. Actually, I just flipped that around. See, apertures are very confusing, even for me. The wider you can get it, the nicer you get that bokeh, that shallow depth of field that lets you get this blurry background behind me. That's also controlled by other factors, we'll get into that later, but that's kind of the rundown for apertures for the day. I generally shoot as wide open as my lenses will let me because I love that blurry background. If you're shooting landscapes, obviously you don't want to do that because only part of it will be in focus. So that's basically what you have, and I hope that's helpful. You can take that to the bank. My name is Daniel Roberts. This is for FreshEdgePhoto.com. You can find more of me there. Or always Daniel at FreshEdgePhoto.com.